Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Path of Exile 2. And with the new leak around the corner, I'm going to show you guys what is still, in my opinion, the best clearing method on a warrior. So you can do it during leveling through the campaign. And you can do it in the endgame too, because on this character I played always this mechanic in the endgame too. Why it's so good? Because you can clear very big packs really easy. And that's the key of going really fast in Path of Exile 2. So what is the combination? So the combination is Bone Shatter, Leap Slam, and Herald of Ash. So that are the three skills that are going to make this clearing mechanic very strong. So I will show you guys how it works and what gems that you need to take, and then I will show you guys it in the end game map. So I read the patch files, they didn't change a thing to the skills and to the support gems. So it will work, that's no problem. So I'm going to show you guys first Bone Shatter, because there is one mechanic you need to understand, primed stun, what it is. That's very essential. And you need to take some mandatory support gems, otherwise it does not work that well. So first of all, Bone Shatter is in it. They buffed Bone Shatter a little bit, so if you do a heavy stun on a unique enemy, you do 50% more damage. So it's a small buff, but it's not really going to do that much, because unique enemies, you don't stun them that much. So, but it's cool. So, but what is Bone Shatter going to do? Attack an enemy with a melee strike. The strike will cause heavy stun on enemies that are primed for stun. Causing a heavy stun, it will also create a shockwave, dealing a large amount of damage in an area. So that's always good. If you want to clear really quick, very big packs, this is good. But the problem is that you need to do a heavy stun, and you need to understand what primed for stun is. So primed for stun is this. So you can't just do this. So if you hit an enemy, you will see here at the top, you will see a bar. That's the stun bar. And with hitting an enemy, the stun bar will get full. And depending on the rarity of the enemy, at some percentage, they get a label primed for stun. So you can see it here. So what is a percentage? Because for every rarity it's different. So normal enemies are primed for stun when they have at least 40% heavy stun built up, magic 50, rare 60, and unique 70. So what does that mean? If you jump on a normal enemy and the bar is 40% full, on that moment he's primed for stun. And if you use on that moment Bone Shatter, you will get a shockwave, and that's the mechanic. Very simple to understand, but that's how it works. But there is one big problem, and you can see it here. So the problem is that Bone Shatter cannot build up stun. So you think by yourself, okay, I run around on packs, I do this, and I build up the stun. No, Bone Shatter cannot do that. So you need to have a second spell that is going to build up the stun on enemies. And that second spell is Leap Slam. Leap Slam is made for stun build up and is a mobility skill, so it synergizes really well. So you just jump around like a rabbit on packs, they got primed for stun, you hit your Bone Shatter, and everything is dead. Why is Sleep Slam so good? You can see it here. So jump into the air, damaging and knocking back enemies with your mace. Where you land enemies you would land on are pushed out of the way. But that's not important. What is important is... here it is. 86% more stun built up. Therefore it's so good. So this skill is not only to make you a lot more mobile, but it's got like a modifier on it that it's going to build up the stun a lot. Therefore it's so good. Because we need to have a lot of stun built up to get primed for stun, and then we got Bone Shatter. So let me have a look. Yeah, that's everything that is... Yeah, that's good. I'm going to read it really quick that I didn't forget anything. No. Okay. You can consume fully broken armor on enemies to cause 500% more stun build-up. That's really good too, but it's not going to happen that much on packs. So that's the combination. So what do you need to do is you just jump on a pack, and then you... And I'm going to put desync on, because I got the line in the middle, or V-sync. Is it this one? Let me have a look. Yeah, if you got the line in the middle of the screen, you need to get V-sync on. Okay, so that's the combo. And then you got Herald of Ash. And why Herald of Ash? For the simple reason. So Herald of Ash is going to do an explosion. And the radius is 1.2 meter. But that means you do a shockwave with Bone Shatter. On that moment, you kill enemies. Then Herald of Ash is going to do an explosion. And the radius gets bigger. So therefore it's so good. So that are the three combos, the skills, and how they synergize with each other. I will show you guys now the gems that are mandatory and the gems that you need to take at the start. Now I'm going to show you guys the gems that you need to link and what gem is mandatory. So on Bone Shatter, this one is the one that you take the first. So Impact Shockwave. So support melee strike skills, causing them to create an aftershock that damage enemies around the target when they heavy stun an enemy. So what does that mean? That you will get an extra shockwave. So Bone Shatter got already a shockwave, and with this Impact Shockwave support gem, you will get a second one. That means that you will get a bigger radius, that you do damage to enemies, and that's really good. So this one and this one is mandatory. The other ones are not that important. I can show you guys them. I'm not sure that it still works, but I will show you guys them, because I know people are going to play that after some time. You got 2, 3, 4 support sockets. So I got here Fire Infusion, I got Defy, I got Devastate, and I got Armor Explosion. But this and this are the ones that you take. This is mandatory. Then on the Leap Slam. So where did the Leap Slam go? Is it at the top? It's here. So mandatory for this one is this Brink. Brink is a support gem that they introduced previously, and it solved a very big problem. So what can happen? So you jump with your Leap Slam on enemies, and sometimes you get the bar totally full with Leap Slam. So that means that you do a heavy stun with Leap Slam. But that's of course not what the mechanic need to do, because the heavy stun need to be done by Bone Shatter. The Brink gem solved that problem. It was one of the best things that they did for a mechanic like this in the previous league. So what is Brink going to do? Stun build-up caused by supported skills cannot reach 100%. So you never can heavy stun with Leap Slam. So be sure that you take that. So if you're jumping around and you see that the packs are falling on the ground, that means that your Leap Slam is doing the heavy stun. So, and on that moment, you need to get the Brink. You always need to get the Brink, because you need the heavy stun with Bone Shatter, because otherwise you don't have the 2 shockwaves. So this is mandatory, the Brink support gem. Another one that is very, very good to survive in the leveling process and endgame is Holy Descent. So supported skills create concentrated ground for 4 seconds on landing. What does that mean? I will show you guys that. So you can see here I got 400 life regeneration per second. If I jump now, you will see this is Holy Descent, and it jumps 300 life per second up. It's very big. It's like you jump around, and if you stand in this, yeah, you're healing yourself the entire time. That makes it very strong, surviving wise. So Holy Descent is a very good one. Then the other one that I would take, the third, is Magnified Effect. A lot of area of effect more on Leap Slam. So you will prime stun a lot of more enemies. And then of course Momentum is very good on this one too. That are the 4 that you take, and every time that you take one, it will go quicker and better. So you will see that, but you start with Brink. And then on Herald of Ash, I'm not sure that there is anything mandatory. I think, yeah, this Cannibalism. Cannibalism, once again, for survivability. So very simple. What is this going to do? 2% of maximum life recovered on kill while a supported skill is active. This will be active the entire time because it's using Spirit, it's a buff. So every time that you kill one enemy, you will get 2% back of your life. Very, very good. And then the other ones is Fire Mastery. But this is, take this and you will be very happy. So that's what you need to do, guys. That's the setup. I will show you guys really quick now here. So when can you get it? So Bone Shatter, you already can get it with uncut skill gems at tier 1. So you can take that really quick. Leap Slam is a little bit further. Is Leap Slam here? Yeah, Leap Slam is 7, so it can take some time until you will get Leap Slam. Before that, you can do Rolling Slam too if you want. So that's not a problem because Rolling Slam, slam the ground to stun enemies and knock them away. So you are stunning enemies, so you're going to build up the stun. And then you can do Bone Shatter too. So that's probably the play before you get Leap Slam. So Rolling Slam in combination with Bone Shatter until you got Leap Slam. And the other one is a Spirit one, of course. So you can see it here. When can you... No, this is support. Herald of Ash, you can get it at 4. So at tier 4, a Spirit, uncut Spirit Gem, and then you get Herald of Ash. And then the support ones, so I'm just going to put them here. So we got, let's take, is it impacted? Yeah, Impact Shockwave is at 1, so you can take it really quick. That's mandatory. Then you got Brink. It's mandatory too. That's 2. That's a little bit later. You cannot get it at the start. But at the start, with Leap Slam, you will not overprime that much. Overstun. Because it depends a lot on the damage too, how much you stun. So at lower level, most skill gems, they do a lot less damage. So I think Cannibalism, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a Spirit Gem too, isn't it? No, it's support. Ah, but it's... okay. Here it is, that's 3. That's later on that you can take it, and then... Magnified Effect, you can take that really quick too, so that's really good. And what was the other one on Leap Slam? Let me have a look here. So, Holy Descent. Yeah, let's have a look to that one too, because that's important too for the survivability. Holy Descent is at 2 too. So they come really quick, so a lot are like tier 1 and a lot are tier 2. So now I'm going to show you guys really quick how it looks. So I got here a tier 50 map, I think, ready. So you can see I'm already high level, so you will see at some point your Leap Slam will kill most of the packs by themselves. So here you can see this enemy. So here at the top, you see he's now, this is a stun bar, the yellow one. So you can see now, and he's red too. So if they become red, they are primed. So if this was now a pack and I hit him with Bone Shatter, you will see now, I will come a little bit closer. So this one is primed. Is he still primed? No, he's unprimed now. No, he's still red. So I'm going to hit him now. No, he was not primed anymore. It's funny. So the stun was going away. So let's try another pack. Okay, let's try this one. No. So that's the problem. Here we go. So here, did you see it? The entire circle. Here we go again. And that is the second shockwave that is jumping. Normally, on normal packs at the start, you will not kill them like I do here. So here is a yellow one. So let's do this. They are primed. Now you do this, bang. Do you guys see it? That's the strength of this system. So at some point here, you can see it here at the top. So he's primed, I think. Just, yeah, here we go. Yeah, and there is, of course, that was, I think, the Herald of Ash, I think. They ignite too, so that yellow one had an ignite on him. Bang, here we go. And that's how you play it, guys. And you can do this from the start, and therefore it's so good. So you go really quick. And yeah, you just destroy packs after pack. And that's why I want to show you guys that. Because I see a lot of people thinking that this is not working anymore. It still works. They didn't do anything to this setup. It's even getting stronger because at the moment I saw a couple of... they got now tier 2 and 3s on the support gems. And there were support gems that on full life you have his stun. So at some point... yeah, you can start using that too, but I need to see the game starting first, that it works or that it does not work. But you can see it's not that hard to do. You just jump, you hit. Bang, here we go. The more AoE that you got on the talent tree, the bigger the circle is going to become. And the more enemies that you will kill. So that was it, guys. Enjoy the new league in this and... I think 12-13 hours. And I see you guys in next video. Bye bye.